Hey, my name's Aaron and I'm going to teach you how to get cleaner strumming on the guitar. This is especially good if you're a beginner or if you're new to strumming. First things first, you're going to want to make sure that you're not holding your pick too tightly. Someone should just be able to come along and take that pick from between your fingers with a minimal amount of effort. Okay, so you might want to try this test with somebody that you know. Just offer your pick to them, and if they can't get it out really easily, then you'll know that you're holding it way too tightly. The next thing is you want to make sure that your pick angle is at an angle. Okay, you don't want your pick to be straight against the strings because that's going to create more resistance. It needs to be at a bit of an angle like this so that you're kind of slicing over the top of them. If I play with my pick straight, okay, let's do an E minor chord here. And then I angle it up, you might actually be able to tell that the second one sounded much nicer. It's got a bit more of a pleasant quality to the sound, okay? So let's talk about down strums and then up strums. Well, this all plays into the mechanics of the wrist, the mechanics of the picking arm, okay? We always want to be strumming from the wrist of our picking hand. We need to avoid robot arm like a plague. Don't do a robot arm. This is very bad for you, especially as you try to speed up your strumming and play for longer periods of time. So in order to get the correct kind of wrist angle, what I want you to do is hold your arm out in front of you and twist it like you're using a screwdriver to put a screw in something, okay? Just that twisting motion. And then what I'd like you to do is drop that wrist down and do the same twisting motion. That is how you're going to strum, or it's an approximation, okay? There are subtle differences between people, but that's what you're going to do with your arm sitting on the body of the guitar. That twisting motion hasn't changed. Yes, my arm's in a different place. It's not out the front anymore. It's on the body of the guitar, but the actual twisting motion isn't the same. And then, of course, picking up the pick and then trying a down strum. Now, how should a down strum feel? It should feel like you're kind of grazing across the top of the strings. You don't want to be getting caught in the strings by doing it too hard, okay? And this takes me on to the attack, okay? When you attack the strings, you want more of the note and less of the sound, okay? So for example, bad attack or very hard attack would sound like this. It sounds quite harsh, it's not too friendly on the ear, but good attack, where we're getting more of the note, creates a very pleasant sound. And again, that's because I'm kind of gliding over, I'm slicing over the top of the strings. And by the way, this can take quite a bit of time to actually get it perfect. So don't get stuck in a hole of trying to get it perfect straight away. This is something you should return to each day for 5 minutes and just have another look at, have another look at, have another look at, and over time it'll get better. If you're enjoying this video and you're new to guitar, but you feel like you need a bit more structure, make sure you check out my beginner guitar Kickstarter in the description. Everything you need to get started confidently on the guitar. Let's get back to it. Then of course we have our dreaded up-strums. This is something that people really struggle with once they've got their down strums in place. So back to our E minor chord, here's an up-strum. Now in terms of the actual wrist mechanics, exactly the same. I'm twisting exactly the same way. But when you're doing up-strums, yes, you're grazing the strings, but you're only really catching the thinnest 3 or 4 strings approximately. You don't have to catch every single string. It's just not necessary to do that, okay? It will probably take something away from a strumming pattern if you were to try and come and play every string on every up strum. So a little exercise we can do is simply going between down strums and up strums, like so, in your own time, okay? Down strum, up strum on the lighter 4 strings, down strum, up strum. Now, as well as what you feel, you're going to have to use your ear and try to remember what we said about not having a very hard or harsh attack. If you start hearing this, it's probably a little bit too much. You just want to loosen off a little bit, make sure you're not gripping your pick too tightly, make sure you're using the wrist angle correctly and you're not doing the old robot arm, all right? And we can, of course, do that to a metronome. So I've got my metronome here set to 50 beats per minute. I'm going to do a down strum and then an up strum on every click. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, if you have a go at that and you find that it's too quick, you can do every 2 clicks like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, of course, you're going to have to do a bit more than just going down and up, although they are the foundational elements. So if you want to learn some proper strumming patterns, as well as one that can be used in literally hundreds of songs, check out this video.